ESPN NFL, fantasy football, do not draft list. Don't draft these players too high. That's what it's trying to say. And average draft position for Josh Allen is 23.4. I definitely do agree with that. I don't think you should draft him if you have the first pick. I would say most likely draft a running back, something like that. I would say he's probably somewhere around second round. I think that's what 23 would probably be. I think that's a pretty fine place to draft him at. And I don't think I'll draft him like top 10 or something like that. But overall, some people might draft him that high. But I don't think the list is hating on him anyway. It's just saying that some of the time people take the quarterbacks way too early and just talking about it. He's obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. ESPN NFL Fantasy Football Do Not Draft List. Here's another one. Patrick Mahomes. Average draft position is 30.7. I would say that's kind of interesting. I figured it would maybe be around like 15, 20, somewhere around there. 30.7. If he has a very good season, this could kind of be a steal right here. That's going to be late second round, somewhere around there, or maybe early third round, somewhere around there, which I think Patrick Mahomes could have a very good season. I don't think it's really out of the realm of possibility. I think he's having a great season, to be honest. But where would you draft him? I feel like most people don't really draft quarterbacks that early in the fantasy round, so I don't really know where you will draft him. But let's look who else is on this list. ESPN NFL Fantasy Football Do Not Draft List. Saquon Barkley, average draft position 30.6, which I think I agree with this. With the injuries he's had over the last few years, I think people have been drafting him too high. I think for this season, 30.6 sounds about right. He might go to maybe even 40, honestly, average throughout all the leagues. But that's just my opinion. I don't think I would take him that early or in the round, anything like that. I'm not taking him first round at all, and I'm fine with this. ESPN NFL, Ezekiel Elliott, 42.4. Honestly, after the years he's had, I feel like Tony Pollard is probably a better option in draft, to be honest. And I don't think Zeke was the same player he used to be honest. And I just don't think he's going to have a bounce-back year. They've been saying, oh, he's going to have his best year or whatever. I don't really believe in that. And 42.4 sounds about right. He might go to 50 in some leagues, but what do you think about drafting Zeke? And have been people drafting him too high? Honestly, I agree with that. Some people maybe have drafted him the first round last year. I think that's a bit too early in my opinion. 42.4 sounds about right. ESPN NFL Do Not Draft List. Marquise Brown, 67.3 is his average draft position. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever heard someone say that he shouldn't be drafted too high or anything like that. I don't think I've ever seen someone drafted in the first round, really. So I don't really get this whole thing about this. It's not like they wouldn't draft Devontae Adams or Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson. I don't really get the point of putting him on this list, to be honest. I don't think anyone will draft him before 67.3. I don't think he's good enough just yet, and I'm kind of surprised about this one.